makes you happy too, and it goes like this. I love this song. Dancing Queen by ABBA. I love it, love it. Really nice. Let's see. See, yeah, my falsetto is good. On point, see, pitch perfect. Okay, now I gotta put this is how we do it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we started our tour. Let's bring in a very special guest of the day. He is the star and host of The Tonight Show, and that's my jam, my friend, Mr. Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy, take it away.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studios Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guy.
Me, Johnny Red.
And the greatest driver.
Kimmy, she's driving.
You're the best. I love it. Even though it owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Safety rules, folks. First, if you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, drop something of value off of the side of the tram, or have sound or video issues, reach up and grab the red emergency cord, which is located above your heads, runs down the middle of the ceiling of the tram. I'll be very happy to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please remain seated with your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. The studio is private property, so if at any time you drop your phone, just get wet, use the restroom, pull the cord, remain seated. No smoking, no vaping of any kind. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, fire effects, and trap movements and water effects. Protect your cameras as you take pictures, and no selfie sticks. Now we have Super Nintendo World. Yeah, off to your right. Yeah, fantastic place. And speaking of Super Nintendo World, check out the Super Mario. What is that? Super Mario Brothers movie. Galaxy. Super Mario's Galaxy movie. They'll tell you right now. Watch.
Hi, Studio Tour. I'm Charlie Day.
I'm Chris Pratt. Here's a look at our new film, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, only in theaters April 1st. Mamma mia. Finish this, Lou.
Rated PG, only in theaters April 1st.
April 1st, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, we got the construction of the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster there to the left. Some movie posters on your right. In front of you is Soundstage 12. This is how we film scenes indoors. Here are some iconic scenes from movies filmed inside. So my friends, Universal Studios is part of NBC Universal, one of the world's leading entertainment companies, which includes Universal Pictures, Focus Features, Peacock, and NBC Television. This year, NBC is celebrating its 100th anniversary, from trailblazing radio and television to launching The Today Show, The Voice, Saturday Night Live, The Office, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, and every beloved show in between. NBC has been the home of entertainment, news, and sports for an entire century. We're celebrating the network all year long. All right. So here we are, folks, inside a real movie and TV studio. This is what it's like to come to work every day. No red carpets here, no glamour, no glitz, just a lot of work. Buildings that look like warehouses. Speaking of red carpets, shout out to Jessie Buckley, who won the Oscar for Best Actress. It's an actress in a leading role for her role as Shakespeare's wife in Hamlet. Right? Did you see Hamlet? It's a good movie. I cried a lot at the end. I was crying the whole time when she's looking at the play. Ooh! It was so good. I was like, woo, she deserved the Oscar. Did you see The Bride? She's in that too. She's crazy in that one. She's so good. The movie's good. She's amazing. I didn't know who she was until, I don't know, a month ago. Yeah, amazing. So here we are, folks. Here we are. This is a big space, a little under 400 acres, like as I said earlier. So it's so big, you need vehicles to move around, and that includes, we use bicycles and golf carts, besides, cars and trucks and whatnot, to move from one place to the other, because it's so big. This sort of looks like a factory too. It's not a factory, but our product, our movies, TV shows, commercials, and music videos. Sound stages, we can control lighting, we can control sound, create any environment the story demands inside a soundstage. Now we have another group of sound stages coming up on your right where we produce and film many of your favorite television shows. It's gonna just dive into a little bit of history here. We're also home to the Despicable Me movies. There's 2 minions there on your right. I love these little guys. I love the minions. And then in front of us we have Ted the bear. But Ted is not for kids, okay? It's a television series now on Peacock. It is funny, but like I said, it's not for kids. Take a look.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, Ted. It's a prequel series set in 1993. And that means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day using exterior sets and facades that you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, Ted is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Come on!
Okay. And my friends, these bungalows to your left, house production offices for some of the top writers, producers, directors, and all of Hollywood, including Mark Platt Productions, producers of How to Train Your Dragon, Wicked, Wicked for Good, which, by the way, Wicked for Good starts streaming on our streaming platform Peacock, 27th. No, wait. What's today? Today's the 21st? Started yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, I started yesterday, 20th. There's Mark Platt Productions. I want to see the whole movie complete because a lot of people make the common mistake of saying that that Wicked for Good is a sequel to Wicked. It's not a sequel. It's the same movie. The thing is that they chopped it up in between, made us pay twice to see it, okay, in the movie theater. But it's the same movie, so it's just the ending of the second part. It's all good. Here we have sound stages 25 and 26. They're behind this office building here, where the comedy St. Denis Medical is filmed.
Welcome to St. Denis Medical Center. St. Denis Regional Medical. I have access to some really good stuff, and I will hook you up.
Yeah.
No, man. That was a test.
We're like the Avengers, you know?
We're not supposed to have favorite patients, but we do.
I almost don't want him to get better.
Pale, kind of blotchy.
It's the other one.
Oh my God, that's much worse. Wow.
This show is so good, St. Denis Medical. It's my kind of comedy. I want to be on that. I have to be on that. I have to talk to my agents. They just don't answer me when I call them. They don't answer me anymore. Most of your tour guides, most of us tour guides and drivers, we're actors. We work in the industry, but we're also in TV shows, movies, stuff like that. We're just not famous, because if we were, we wouldn't be working here, right? But we are in the, most likely you've seen us in something, right? Oh, here we are, Brownstone Street. I'm gonna play a clip from the film Bruce Almighty, see if you can figure out in what area it was filmed.
Raise the door! Like that. Outside good. Like that. Outside good.
Notice how Jim Carrey leans against a tree, but there are no trees there? And he put the dog on grass. There's no grass there either. Yeah. Trees and grass grow overnight here at Universal Studios, as you can see. Yeah, those are props, okay? And now we move along, and we go into Courthouse Square, better known as Hill Valley, from the Back to the Future film starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson. The building to your left, that's the famous clock tower. That's where Dr. Emmett Brown harnessed the bolt of lightning that sent Marty McFly back into the future in the first film.
It was actually the back lot, the courthouse square, that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had scenes up in the clock tower on that ledge. It was a ledge about that wide. and I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
Folks, we use these sets over and over and over again, changing their appearance constantly. That's why I don't recognize them from one production to the next. We now have entered my side of town, New York. Yeah, I'm originally from New York. Yeah, I invite you to a cup of coffee, but I don't have a quarter. That's why I talk. Yeah. My friends make fun of me every time I come back from New York. Yeah. Movies such as The Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America, The First Avenger, Transformers, TV shows, American Ninja Warrior. Our metro sets will be seen in the upcoming original Prime original series, Spider Noir. Yeah, with Nicolas Cage and Lamorne Morris, starting May 27th. That's on the 27th, May 27th, okay? I told you I auditioned for that, right? No, you're not paying attention. I auditioned for that show. I want to see who got the part, because I didn't get it. All right, you know what we're going to do? Let's go visit King Kong. You want to visit King Kong? You've been waiting for that, right? All right. We haven't seen him in a while. We're going to go to Skull Island, pay him a visit. He's a little temperamental. Let's see how he reacts to us today. All right, so please secure your personal belongings, wallets, cell phones, backpacks, purses. And here's King Kong director. Oh, remain seated. Here's King Kong director Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. And to me, Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along for the ride. We're about to return to Skull Island.
Hidden in fog. Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years.
famous King Kong 360. That epic battle you just experienced was designed by Peter Jackson and his team at Weta FX. Now, computer-generated imagery and digital effects have been important tools in movie making for many years and have helped build the worlds in some of your favorite Universal pictures, from sci-fi and fantasy to action films and more. Let's take a look. Okay, and here in real life, we went from Brownstone Street to Courthouse Square to New York to Skull Island, and now we're in London. London Square. That's the name of this area. Or Royal Crescent. We have two names for it. Because of the buildings. Remember, what looks like brick and stone is wood, foam rubber, fiberglass, chicken wire, plaster of Paris. These are facades, just the front and sides of buildings. They're not meant to be lived in or worked in, so, you have to look convincing on the outside. That's it. Yeah. This scene from the sitcom Will and Grace was filmed right here.
We've all had our share of hot dinners. Me included. One time I took a drink that said Lisa on it from a coffee place. I know my name's not Lisa.
You are a bad girl. Stop the trap!
All right, continuing on. See that beautiful mural on your right of the iconic Universal monsters? It's part of our legacy of horror films and monster movies that began with Dracula back in 1931. Now, this was painted by street artist Tristan Lee. All done by hand, done with cans of spray paint. Beautiful. To the left, we have the familiar V from the singing competition show The Voice. That's where it's filmed. Season 29, Battle of Champions, with coaches Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, John Legend. It's on Monday nights on NBC and then streamed on Peacock. Season 28 had Reba McEntire as one of the coaches. And she's also the star of her own sitcom, Happy's Place, which films at Stage 33 to your left.
Hey there, I'm Reba McEntire, and welcome to Happy's Place. We shoot our heartfelt comedy right here on Universal Live. Now, unlike most TV shows, we are a multi-camera sitcom, meaning several cameras capture every scene from a different angle, all at the same time. Each episode takes about a week to make, from the first read-through of the script to rehearsals to taping in front of a live studio audience. And let me tell you, every step is a blast. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you at Happy's Place. I'm starting to sweat, by the way. Just thinking about it. The men are the ones who are supposed to ask the women out. That hasn't been true for 30 years. I haven't dated in 30 years.
Happy's Place, Friday on NBC and Peacock.
You know what other happy place there is? This one right on in. We're going right on into my happy place. One of my happy places. Yay! So folks, again, this is one of those places that if something falls out, we can't get out to pick it up. So make sure nothing falls out. Okay? Do remain seated. Yeah. All right. So we're going into a train station in San Francisco. So we're going from Universal Studios Hollywood to Universal Metro Transit in San Fran. Yeah, San Francisco. All right, look at the detail of this soundstage. Look at all the stuff that's going on in here. All the filming equipment. Just imagine that we are in a big movie production, right, in the middle of it, and you're the star, right? And the train is pulling in to San Francisco. And the director is there sitting in Video Village, and he is about to yell, action! And the scene begins. You know what? Hold on, folks. This might be the big one. It was refreshing, right? It feels good. All right. The scene was done pretty well. It was done good. Yeah, congratulations, folks. That was good. Yeah, print. That's what I said. All right, cut and print. All right. That was Earthquake, folks. The big one, inspired by the 1974 disaster classic of the same name, Earthquake, starring Charlton Heston, Richard Roundtree, Ava Gardner. 1975 saw another big hit splash onto the big screen, Jaws. The movie Jaws celebrated its 50th anniversary last year. It was released on June 20th of 1975, so let's go visit the fictional town of Amity, where every day is like the 4th of July. Our mechanical practical shark. Bruce is just a bunch of menace on screen as well as off. Did you know that the original practical shark kept on breaking down during the filming of Jaws? Let's talk about the troubles of bringing a shark like this one. Here's Jaws director, Steven Spielberg.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
So you heard me say that the shark is a practical shark. What does practical mean? Practical means it's not CGI, it's not AI, it's practical, it's tangible. Just like Earthquake, it's not on screen, it's actually happening. So we're going to show you another practical effect. We're going to show you how we make it rain in the scene. And this, my friends, is the perfect spot for it, okay? Some thunder and lightning in the area. This area is very active. There's the rain. You can see the shadow of the sprinkler system. You see that? The water shoots up into the air, falls back down to earth like real rain. Oh, I see a rainbow from here. You see the rainbow? Sometimes there's a rainbow. You see it? Depends on the position. Now, folks, we already know what happens in Southern California and other places when it rains up a bit too much. You get mudslides and flash floods. The flash flood is a direct result from thousands of gallons of recycled water released from large tanks that are located at the top of the hill. Here's a scene from the movie Big Fat Liar. It was shot right there.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that. Hang on, funny folks!
There's the Jaws attraction again on your right. Did you know that Steven Spielberg was actually one of the people responsible for making this attraction happen here at Universal Studios?
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
Thank you, Mr. Spielberg. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we visit another of my happy places. We call this Colonial Street. Isn't it a nice suburban neighborhood? It's quiet, it's tranquil. We call it Colonial, but a lot of people still remember it as Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
As I mentioned earlier, we use these sets over and over and over again, but we change their appearance constantly. That's why I don't recognize it from one production to the next. For example, there's a new show streaming on Peacock called The Burbs, starring Keke Palmer. There's a 1989 film starring Tom Hanks, also called The Burbs. It was filmed here. So both the movie in '89 and the new TV series 2026 have been filmed right here, same spot. Take a look. Here's a promo for The Burbs.
Welcome to Ashfield Place, the safest town in America. So, what's the deal with that Victorian house? There have been whispers of murder. Which one of us is the murderer? So are we gonna go in?
Do white ladies love salads? Hell yeah, we're going in.
Okay, that gray house here on the right, that's the house that's on The Burbs. Hey, Owen. All right, hi, everybody. Hi. So that house is what they were talking about, and that house is the original Munster house from the 1960s television show, The Munsters. It went from, the TV show went from 64 to 66. Only 2 episodes. I mean, 2 episodes, 2 seasons, I'm sorry. 2 seasons, 70 episodes. So that would be 35 episodes per season. That's the way it was done back then. And then it would take about 2 months hiatus and then continue. Nowadays, you're lucky if you have 8 episodes in the season. And you have to wait like 2 years before the next season comes out. When I started watching, here's an example. When I started watching Game of Thrones, I was a baby. Look at me now. It took forever. I mean, I finished it, but it took forever. You know, it's like, wow, okay. Sometimes I get frustrated with that. It's like, sometimes I lose interest in a series because I forget what it was about. Then if I'm interested enough, I have to see the last season again, or the last 2 episodes to understand it, and then go back. You know, it's like, all right, let's check out some stars, all right? These are picture cars, folks. Some of these cars have become just as famous as some of the stars who have driven them. So we turn the corner here. Behind me, in front of you, is the official scale replica of the Hollywood sign, built in conjunction with the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. So yeah, we have permission to do that. And to your right, you have two of the most iconic structures still standing in Hollywood today. The Psycho House and the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Oh, there's Norman. Something's going. Something's wrong.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Gone a little psycho?
Just a little? Uh-oh. That looks like a...
We leave director Alfred Hitchcock's world to now take you through director Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, now, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay. Got them closed? Robbie, get in. Get in.
All right, my friends. Universal has been fortunate to work with generation-defining directors such as Alfred Hitchcock, Steven Spielberg, Jordan Peele. We're going to visit Jupiter's Claim, which is a set from Peele's film Nope. Here to talk about the set is writer-director Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, gold rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? Welcome to the world of no.
Okay, we're out of here. So folks, we are on our last leg of our journey, but before we say goodbye, there's one more thing I want to show you. See that big blue wall there in front of you to the right? Yeah. It's one of the largest blue screens in the world. One of the largest screens in the world. It could be blue, it could be green. A lot of productions have filmed in front of that big blue wall. The area in front of it, see that big indent, the hole where the trucks are at? You can fill that whole area up with water, the whole thing, and turn it into a lake, an ocean, as you can see here.
Yeah.
The Hudson River, New York. Whatever we need. So, you see, once the scene is filmed against the blue wall, or green, whichever color it is, when the movie is being edited, see, I'm going to stop it here for a second. I'm going to show you something. When the movie is being edited, you can add then any background digitally onto that blue wall. For example, this is the movie Sully. This is before AI, okay? So that plane is real. The water's real. The people are real, okay? It was filmed in front of that blue screen. The background, the sky and the trees, that's the blue wall. So they added that image later on in the editing process, okay? So we barely scratched the surface of the complexities of movie making, but I think you get the picture, all right? So, folks, oh, before I forget, don't miss Scooby-Doo. Yeah, meets the Universal Monsters, a live-action episode that comes to life at Universal Fan Fest nights. Take a look.
Okay, trivia players, what is Shaggy's catchphrase? It's Zoinks!
Join Scooby-Doo and the gang, explore the backlot, interact with mayhem, and help solve the chaotic case. Only at Universal Fan Fest nights. Select nights from April 23rd to May 16th. To find out more about Universal Fan Fest nights and to purchase tickets, visit UniversalStudiosHollywood.com. All right, we got that down. Beautiful view of the San Fernando Valley. In it, of course, Universal Studios Hollywood. So, my friends, we're heading back to the park. I'd like to thank everybody for taking the world-famous tour. To our past members, thank you so much for visiting us today. Not a pass holder, no problem. You can always check out the Universal box office there, find out how you can upgrade today's ticket to an annual pass and come back again and again. Make sure to download the Universal Studios Hollywood app to get up-to-the-minute park information, all right? You stay up to date with Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, roller coaster, show times, attraction times, closing time, all that cool stuff, mobile food ordering, and more. To purchase any of the movies, visit www.universalpicturesathome.com. Movies or TV shows that we talked about. On behalf of my driver, Kimmy. Now give it up for Kimmy. Give it up for Kimmy. Myself, Johnny Ray, and everyone here at Universal, thank you. We hope you've enjoyed your exclusive behind-the-scenes Hollywood experience. Please make sure you have your personal belongings with you before you exit. Watch your step as you do so, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Universal Studios, the entertainment capital of LA. And as we say here in the movie-making business, when finished after a long day of filming, that's a wrap. I'll see you all in the movies. Goodbye, everybody.